Player of the season. Oh, here we go. He receives a trophy, which is there. Wow, look at that. And a cheque for £100. A statuette. A portable television. Sponsored by the Riverside. Oh. Signed for Wigan, ladies and gentlemen, 4.5 years ago. As you all know, this guy's been consistent. He was the runner-up player of the season in '84. He's played 43 out of 45 games, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Case! Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go. Come on, Brian! Here we go. Brian Case! Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we, one more time. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Everybody's choice, I think. Everybody's choice. I've never known such a popular choice. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Case, would you like to just give us a few words, Brian? I'm sure that everybody would like to. Just a couple. Well, all right, then come forward. Ladies and gentlemen,
I only can say what's been already said tonight. Without you out there, there would have been no Wigan Rugby League, that's all. The coaching staff, the directors, the coaching staff to the players, unbelievable. And to be honest, I think there should be 15 of these tonight, because I think everybody did it. Just got one last thank you to make. I think you all know him, Graham Law. He seems to make ordinary players good players, and good players great players. I think if you give him a big round of applause, he'll come up and make a speech.
Graham Law, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
All the members of the Supporters Association, everyone that's here, the people that support us every week. It's times like this that give me the greatest satisfaction for coaching, because I'm no different to the people that are involved with the under-10s or under-11s, under-12s. When you see your players going up and getting recognition for what they've done throughout the year, it makes me feel real special. Gives me a lump in my throat, and I'm sure that you all feel just the same as I am. Very, very proud of them all.
And don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet summer sun and the sweet of the lark.
And to set the seal on a great season, the Premiership final at Old Trafford. Even if most of the game will not live in memory, Joe Lydon's try certainly will.
With a chance of an early touch of the ball. He lifts it high, and it's true, and over the middle, and Wigan go into a 2-0 lead. Drags his way forward. Bells up again. Little kick through by Gregory, and Lydon's up, fly kicks at him. We're going to get a chase here for the line as Lydon field wide open. Drummond's chasing it with him. Lydon gets the kick in again. He's off his balance. He picks it up. There comes across, and his strength takes him over, and Wigan have scored. Wigan have got the first try. The length of the field by Joe Lydon. Little chip through by Gregory. Ball was loose, and Lydon so fast, so fleet of foot, hacked away at it. Cover came across. They couldn't get it. Drummond went for it. Through Joe Lydon off balance, he still kept going, and as Johnson came across to take him almost on the line, his strength and his determination took him over. 34 minutes gone, Wigan go into a 6-0 lead. Lydon hacking it on again, gets away from Drummond. Lovely pick-up under these conditions. From right to left, Tommy Bishop kicking into the Wigan 25. Whipped inside onto Hampson. A typical Wigan move from the kick-off, doing the dummy. And once Wigan have dropped it, and Sanderson going hard for the line. He looks in his own, but referees recalling them. Wigan lost the ball. Players are accepting the referee's decision. Could well have been an accidental offside. Yes, that's what he's signalling. The ball had gone forward and that he was bounced off a Warrington player, whipping it out. Wigan have moved up quickly and funneling them back in. Gregory in, tackling hard and fiercely. Wigan defence under tremendous pressure now as Sanderson, and the ball's gone loose over the Wigan line and over the dead ball line. Side, and Case move over to the blind side. Little overhead kick from Wigan. And they've got possession. Wigan coming hard down the centre of the field now. Edwards making a run for the line. Can he got the legs? Oh, beautiful inside pass on to Hanley. And Hanley's taken just a yard short. That was a great run down the centre of the field. Once again, that little overhead chip caused all the trouble. And Gregory, dancing and jinking, turns it back inside to Hanley. Hanley moves it across to Lydon, who's coming to the middle of the field. Lydon puts in a long raking kick. And that's a fantastic kick as it goes in just short of the corner flag. How good. Wigan coming hard. Oh, and he's had his head taken off from behind. That's hurt a bit. David Stevens have a bit of a headache tomorrow, and the referee has penalised, given Wigan a penalty for it. Quite casually strolls up, and it's low, but it's over. That's Wigan, an 8-point lead, an almost unassailable lead. Warrington now going to have to score twice. Out to Gregory. Gregory going back inside. There's a gap. He doubles. He's got his way through. Lovely run by Gregory, looking for support. Long pass. Out to Russell. Russell gets it out, and Wigan have lost. Comes back inside, but it's forward pass. And there goes the hooter. Full time of this Premiership final. Wigan won the championship, top of the league, and won the Premiership final. The hooter goes. Wigan 8, Warrington 0. A hard-fought, dour contest. Staircase of success going up to receive the cup. And Mr. Sykes, I think he's from Bass North, who'll be making the presentation. Very proud. Hanley had a great season, just failed to crack the try-scoring record of Johnny Rings, but he's had a good season. Oxley, the Rugby League secretary, having a word with him as he holds up the trophy, having won the league and won the playoff. A tremendous tribute to the players and to the backroom boys of Wigan who put in so much, the masseurs, the skip men, great club spirit among them all. Credit to the directors who've dragged Wigan up from the doldrums. It doesn't seem 5 minutes since we were struggling in the second division, and now with extremely good buys and good coaching, Wigan now holding aloft the trophies. Wayne has joined them, hurt, and stayed on the field a long time, did a good hard stint. Highly delighted Wigan players. Come back down from the rostrum. Disconsolate Warrington team. Never really looked as if they were going to beat Wigan, but they kept it close and they kept it tight and put up a terrific struggle really and made Wigan fight very, very hard. This has been a very hard-earned trophy for them. Now they can have a well-earned rest in the close season as they come back down the staircase and onto the field to do the lap of honour.
Joe, just give us a minute. What do you think about that game, then?
Hard game, obviously very hard, but delighted in the result.
Did you expect the game to be so hard against Warrington?
We did. They beat us twice in the league. We won in the John play we got against them, but it's always nice to win the finals.
And what do you think about the try? Can you run through it? What happened? Can you remember what happened?
I don't know. I hope Manchester United will watch him. Possibly I get signed up with a football in mind, but just a bit of opportunism. Kicked on, and eventually it popped up for me, and I ended up over the line. Delighted.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Tremendous. Win. I don't think it was, really, a spectators game, but just made up. We nilled them, and if you can nil them, and we get a few points, there's no way we're going to lose, and it's tremendous. The support and everything.
A lot of Wigan supporters didn't expect to see you on the pitch today. They were very surprised when they saw you selected.
Yeah, it was it was touch and go all week, but I've worked hard, up the hospital. And I must thank the hospital staff, Linda and all them, and they've been tremendous with me. And I'll be up there in the morning actually, so again, but no. I didn't want to miss it, because it's a final, and I've heard a few rumours that there's nothing up with my shoulder. I just didn't want to play against Warrington, but I think I've proved today that I'll play against them. But yeah.
Andy Graham, a tremendous win. Did you expect to get on the pitch today? Were you raring to go?
Well, I was wanting to go, all right, but all the hard work was done in the first 20 minutes, first half. When I got on there, it was just a matter of holding the ball and making sure that we come out with the right points advantage.
A lot of Wigan supporters didn't expect Warrington to put such a hard fight today. What's your opinion of that?
Well, I think Warrington has beaten us twice in the league and they haven't won anything. If you don't expect them to come out fighting, there's something wrong. They really wanted to win this one because, as I say, they've won nothing all season.
That's right. A lot of Wigan supporters are very, very pleased that Graham West is not now classed as an overseas player, which makes his stay at Central Park probably more positive for next season. You're obviously glad about that, and are you looking forward to a good season next season?
Well, that's right. I'm very glad of it. To the people that made it possible, I'm very thankful, and I hope I can go on and give it another couple of years at least.
I'm sure you can. All we can look forward to now is next season, Maurice. Have any predictions for next season? I know you don't like making too many predictions, but what do you think about the chances next season?
Well, the one certain prediction I will give you is that we will be trying just as hard, if not harder, than we did this year. It's only one little thing, perhaps. We've won everything this year except the Yorkshire Cup that we can't play for, and of course the Challenge Cup when we went out to Oldham. I think next year, even though Oldham won't be mentioned, the Challenge Cup won't be mentioned, we'll take it game by game. I think that little thought will be at the back of everyone's mind, so we'll be giving it our best shot to get everybody to the Twin Towers.
The Premiership, the final jewel in the crown of Wigan's marvellous season, and one man who spent all season enjoying it, lapping it up with the exception of one notable occasion at Oldham, is the man who was last season's vice-chairman, recently promoted to the seat of chairman, Maurice Lindsay. Maurice, a wonderful season to look back on.
Yeah, it's a tremendous season, Keith. When you look at the records that have been set, points for, most massive points difference when we actually won the title, the number of tries scored, the individual awards, the happiness that it must have created for the Wigan supporters is tremendous.
Have you an individual highlight in your own memory of the greatest joy for you?
Yes, I think it actually came at the end of a game. I think it was the game here when we finally beat Featherstone and actually won the championship. And at the final whistle, 16,000 people stayed on the ground. Not a single one ran onto the pitch. We asked them to behave themselves, which they did immaculately. And the players took the trophy from the podium over there, immediately went to the disabled section and shook hands with every disabled spectator. It was a very tender moment, and then they did their lap of honour. That's something I'll never forget.
And of course, I know the answer to this, but I'd like to hear it from you. The moment when you sank to the depths.
Oh yes, it was a dark, dismal day, or dismal night I should say, at Watersheddings. Everyone knows about it. It was the night when we got knocked out of the Cup, 10-8, and it was the manner that we got knocked out, really. We were in charge of the game, we were in control, we were winning, and they were unable to get out of their own half, and they kicked rather aimlessly, and the ball came into our 25. Joe Lydon collected it, and I thought, thank God. Turned to the timekeeper, who was within talking distance, and I said, how long to go? And he said, 1.5 minutes. And I thought, thank heaven, we've only got to play at the 6 tackles if we've won. And as I turned away from the timekeeper, I heard this roar, and unfortunately the referee had awarded a knock-on and therefore a scrum to Oldham, and it immediately flashed into my mind that if they win this scrum, they could fluke it, they could get over, and of course that's exactly what happened. It's a memory that doesn't just stay with me, I think it's with every spectator, and perhaps more importantly with every Wigan player, and I think they'll try and make amends this year.
It's amazing to hear you talk like that, Maurice. You win 4 trophies out of 5 in an incredible season, and Wiganers are still not satisfied.
In a way, I think that's perhaps a good thing. If we'd won all 5, it may have been difficult to sell the season tickets. You know, people can get too much of a good thing. You can only eat so much Christmas pudding and then you've had enough. No, I think having that painful memory will spur everybody on in the club.
The fusillade of fireworks which greeted the teams as they came out only served to make Central Park's explosive atmosphere even more volatile. For the 37,000 rugby league connoisseurs who crammed into the ground, this was a match made in heaven. But there was nothing saintly about the action which was to follow the innocuous opening stages. Manly went in front after only 2 minutes, Aussie international Michael O'Connor converting a simple penalty. But that lead didn't last long, Wigan's David Stevenson levelling the score from nearly 40 yards. Shortly afterwards, the river of commitment running through the game burst its banks, and Manly's Cliff Lyons was banished to the sin bin for clobbering Joe Lydon. Lyons might have been upset about the decision, but the Central Park scoreboard was clearly delighted. David Stevenson missed the resultant penalty, but more than made up for it 4 minutes later to put Wigan 4-2 up. And the pace was just as frenetic after half-time. Wigan went further ahead, thanks once again to the boot of David Stevenson, but the ultimate destination of the World Club Trophy probably rested on the sending off of Manly's Ron Gibb. He poleaxed Joe Lydon with a forearm smash that wouldn't have looked out of place in a wrestling ring, and could have no arguments about being requested to take an early bath. Stevenson then rubbed salt in the Aussie wound by popping over the penalty. As time ran out, Manly desperately pummeled the Wigan line, but the home side's defence held out. Waves of relief and delight swept down from the terraces at the final whistle as the exultant Wigan players were engulfed in jubilant fans. And as the dust settled, Wigan coach Graham Lowe tried to take stock of his side's achievement.
It's not only a great thrill for me, I'm pleased for the game in general over here, because the Australians have been through here in the last 2 tours and put the cleaners through us really over here. But with not only did we beat them, but we beat them with an all-English side tonight. And it's well, since I've been here, I think it's just about the only time that we've fielded a side that didn't have either a Kiwi or an Australian or a South African.
Graham Lowe may have been on cloud 9 after the game, but Wigan's Sean Wayne, seen here throwing himself into a couple of Manly bodies, was launched into orbit when he was named man of the match.
I'm all the more pleased because I'm a Wigan lad, and to play in a team like Wigan with all the stars and overseas players, like it's very great for a local lad to get a man of the match award, you know. But when all said and done, it was a 13-a-side game.
Manly coach Bobby Fulton, who watched most of the match from the TV gantry, might have enjoyed the view, but didn't particularly like what he saw.
Possibly a draw would have been a fair result on the night, because we made 19 clean breaks, and we had, you know, plenty of defence to do. Particularly, we had to lift our defensive rate when our players were in either the sin bin or sent off, and you know, they came up with some pretty strong defence also. But we didn't convert the breaks that we made into tries.
Wigan might have been favourites, but within 10 minutes Warrington showed the 20,000 crowd reputations were there to be flattened when centre Mark Foster opened the scoring. Minutes later, Wigan hit back, slick passing and a dummy from Henderson Gill put him over in the corner. That crest of away feeling crashed around Wigan when Warrington hit back with a cracker from Mike Gregory. Then Wigan's Sean Edwards and Andy Gregory put skipper Hanley in for a try. Half-time saw Wigan with their noses in front 14-12.
We had them reeling at one spell. They didn't know whether it was coming or going, but we didn't finish them off.
They're a very good rugby league side, and they go for 80 minutes. They're well organised, and you know, they're a team that we respect tremendously.
A minute after the restart, their noses were pushed back with a splendid effort from Mark Foster. Then, man of the match, Wigan half-back Sean Edwards drew praise from both camps when he engineered a splendid try for Hanley.
You can't judge for, you know, a great break by Edwards, because basically that's what it was. He cut inside us, broke through the middle, and he had the backup.
Well, Sean's a great player. You know, he's one of the promising players of many years to come for Great Britain, and I'm sure that the form he's showing now is an indication of what he's going to show in the coming Test series against Australia down under.
Wigan rounded off the afternoon of a momentous week's work with a final try by Graham West.
Well, I don't know if we're on the crest of a wave, but I think the program that we've just been through, we could do it a day at the beach and maybe look for some waves in. But, you know, rugby league's like any other game. It's a week-to-week proposition, and when you're the champion side, you're up there to be knocked off.
The thing is, the one team they don't like playing is Wellington Rugby League, and they'll not want to play us again in all the other finals, because you can believe me that I'm going to take one cup off them, that's a cert.
And now the most exciting part of the programme. We go live to the far north of Lancashire, to the Pied Piper of Hamelin. What will those kids... Albert?
A marvellous